George Mann, sentenced to 27 years for murdering wife amidst family interference by Satori News. In a somber courtroom at George Regional Court, a tragic tale reached its legal conclusion as Mr. Andrew Willem Fleming, aged 43, was condemned to 27 years of direct incarceration for the murder of his spouse. The deplorable act that ended the life of Karin Fleming and subsequently led to this sentencing transpired on April 27, 2023, marking the terminal point of a marriage that grappled with persistent external strife. The court meticulously reviewed the circumstances surrounding the killing. It was disclosed that the Flemings' 14-year marital commitment was frequently disrupted due to intrusion by relatives of Mrs. Fleming. This unwarranted participation by her mother, sister, and niece was said to have provoked a severe wedge between the couple, culminating in a complete cessation of communication with these family members. The underlying tension reached a boiling point the Sunday prior to the murder when Karin considered visiting her niece against Mr. Fleming's counsel. This resulted in a confrontation over the phone, exacerbating the already delicate family dynamics. Following this dispute, Mrs. Fleming suggested a drastic relocation from George as a potential remedy to their entanglement with her kin. Vexed by the incessant family disruptions, Fleming fell into a rage when his wife returned home distressed from a brunch with her mother and sister on April 26. The subsequent day's events took a violent and irreversible path, as Fleming admitted to attacking and repeatedly stabbing his wife in a muddled outburst of anger. Amid the horror, Fleming regained some semblance of composure, only to recognize the gravity of his action. Tormented by his deed, he washed up, surrendered himself to the authorities, and presented them with a detailed confession of the murder. Throughout the case, the defense portrayed a man grappling with long-standing mental health issues, including a diagnosis of depression, 22 years preluding and bipolar disorder, alongside missteps into alcohol and drug abuse. Despite these factors, which the prosecution and court did not overlook, the need for a resolute statement against domestic violence remained paramount. Prosecutor Johannes Marks emphasized the importance of denouncing such egregious acts through decisive legal repercussions, championing the community's entitlement to a firm judicial response. The court took into consideration Fleming's contrition, his lack of a violent criminal past, and his swift confession, combining these with the severity of his conduct to determine his sentence. Though spared a life sentence, the expectations set by the legal system to deter similar actions within the community and to uphold a sense of justice remain firmly intact. As the spokesman for the National Prosecuting Authority, Eric Ntabazalila, relayed the ultimate sentence, it was clear the court strove to balance empathetic understanding of the defendant's personal tribulations with the impellent demand for accountability following such a grave offense. Thank you for choosing Satori News.